Hello, 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 everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. And it's time for our weekly track roundup, where I go over what I felt were the best and the worst tracks of the week. They're all listed down below this video for your listening pleasure or displeasure, depending on how curious you are about some of the tracks. I hope you guys have had a good week. And let's just get to a few shout-outs and then the recommendations. First, of course, our sponsor in this video and many others, the good people over at The Ridge. They still make these nifty, banging, bitchin' minimalist metal-plated wallets that fit nicely in your front pocket. And use the link down below to get your own with promo code MELON, 10% off. That's it. And also down below, our Turntable Lab link, we get kickback from that. And our Patreon page, where you might want to go grab some cool extra bonus monthly content for a super cheap, affordable tier. Supports us in everything that we do on the channel. All right, worst tracks of the week. We have a handful. First off, ba-bam. We have the new Zayn single, which is a super generic piece of R&B. Nothing really special about it from production to vocal performance. Even the song itself is pretty bland. Just really struggling to find anything of interest with it. Then we have Vin Diesel's new banger, Feel Like I Do, which reminds me of one of those terrible, folksy, very bright poppy EDM jams. Think almost like that Avicii track with Allo Black. It's very, I don't know, but it feels like I do. I'm kind of blown away by Vin Diesel's voice. Not that it's good. It's it's sort of like it's like he's almost afraid to use his lower register. Look, I can't. This is just it's cute that he's trying it and that he's doing it, but it's not particularly good. Like if anybody else has made it, I would just write it off completely. And even though he has made it, I am still writing it off completely. We also have this new track from Travis Scott with M.I.A. and Young Thug. Yes, I did a review of this one over on the Fantano channel, where I didn't go as hard on it as I think I could have, but you can catch my full review over there where I just go more in depth. I'll say at the end of the day, vocally, lyrically, everyone on this track underperformed. Hook is ass. The beat is really the only thing the track has going for it, and there you go. All right, and we also have this new track from The Shins, The Great Divide. It's maybe the most annoying Shins song ever. Production is super bright and sugary. I almost prefer the mellow stuff they used to put out back in the day. And the vocals just sort of seem uncharacteristic of the band. Just a really annoying song all around. All right, Meh. The tracks that I was not crazy about, but certainly were worth a shout out, worth pointing out. We have a new one from William Basinski, a very meditative piece from him. It has some pretty qualities to it aesthetically. Maybe it's a piece that'll grow on me a little bit more as I listen to his new project, which is dropping soon. Tear Vial is the title. We also have a new one from Smashing Pumpkins. Billy Corgan continues to go into more synthetic, almost like dark pop-leaning directions with this one, Confessions of a Dopamine Addict. It's certainly not as terrible as some of the other tracks that have dropped recently, but, it almost feels like he's trying to attain what little power he had during like the Ardor era, but not really nailing it all that well. Then we also have Sia, Courage to Change, like the vocal performance here, instrumental and everything else beyond that, mega overproduced. We also have Royal Blood, Trouble's Coming, some rockin' riffs on this one, but it is a very bland-ass piece of commercial rock music. We have then Polo G, Epidemic. Love the lyrics on this one, love vocally and emotionally the heart that he brings to this track and many others. He just really needs to vary up his sound, though, because he just kind of hops on the same kind of instrumentals over and over and over and over. And like Polo G is a dude who says so much. There's so much substance to what he's putting out there lyrically in his music. I feel like he, deserves some better instrumentals. Like if he could only perform over a wider array of beats that sound a little bit better, I think it would take his sound and his career to the next level, frankly. Then we also have a couple new ones from Daniel Lopatin, a.k.a. Oneohtrix Point Never. New album on the way. Allo and Long Road Home are the name of the tracks. One of which sounds like a heavily vocally synthesized piece that could have been on his Age of record. The other piece is a lot more abstract. Some really cool sound design on it, though I'm still not kind of blown away by it. It's almost like two sides of him just being given a taste. I wonder how it'll all coincide on this new album he has on the way. It's certainly sounds and ideas from him that I'm familiar with at this point, but I'm not super crazy about either of these cuts, I guess, at the end of the day. We then also have a new one from Mr. Bungle, Eracist. Some cool sentiments coming out of the lyrics, a little bit of sloganeering, politically timely, I guess I would say. Outside of that, the song and the riffs themselves aren't as crazy as the last single or anything. I don't know. A little underwhelmed by it. We also have a new one from Moor Mother, who has like this new 5 or 6 track album, which seems like another interesting stylistic detour for her. Circuit City Act 1 Working Machine is the name of this cut. It's like an 11-minute spoken word free jazz piece that is so freaky and intense. I guess listen at your own peril. Are there spots that I wish were a little bit more easy to digest? Yes. But I do admire the intensity and just how far out into the weeds Moor Mother in this piece are going. We also have a Little Nokia, new one from Bree, Runway. A lot to like about this track, but it just came off to me a little derivative, almost like a lo-fi combination of Rina Sawayama and Charlie XCX. But, I do like a lot of Bree's work, and I'm looking forward to her hopefully just nailing something a bit more distinct next time around. We also have Fun Time, new track from BFB to PackMan and Wiz Khalifa. Wiz is absolutely boring on the track, but I do give it to Wiz because BFB is not like the biggest rapper out there right now. Like Wiz didn't have to come around and do this track or anything. The instrumental's okay. BFB is hilarious on the track. One of the funniest and most like gut-busting rappers out there right now, who's like actually saying some kind of witty and left field shit. Like it's not just a comedy record or anything like that. Like it's legitimately ridiculous. He's got a bit of an offbeat T Grizzly blue face kind of flow, but a lot of personality to go along with it. And let's get into the best tracks of the week. The best ones, the ones I liked the most. We also have, starting Snot, Revenge. This one's a banger. Bit of an emo trap tinged song. Lyrical Lemonade endorsed, and it's quite catchy, and the music video is fire too. We've also got Zeal and Ardor, Tuskegee. This one, we hear the black metal influences coming back. Obviously politically charged, hard-hitting, heavy, harrowing. Love it. New one from YG. YG in rare form on this one. Really kind of going back to those lyrical days of Still Brazy. And just really going in on this kind of in and out of prison state of mind and life. And I just like the detail he works into the song. He's so great at kind of creating a vibe, but also telling a story at the same time. He doesn't sacrifice one at the hand of the other. We have a new one from Tune Yards, Nowhere Man. Liking that Meryl Garbus is heading into, I guess, some somewhat industrial and noise pop-ish territory on this one, while still kind of maintaining those funky, groovy qualities of her music, and of course that trademark vocal. Liking that she's bouncing back a little bit on this one. A lot of the tracks on her last record really just seemed like they were coming from a weird and an awkward place, like she didn't quite know where to progress after kind of changing her sound for the reasons that she did. But it seems like she's hitting a stride with this new track, at least. Moving on. New one from Shamir, Other Side. Shamir going a little country on this one. A little country. And the vocals play out pretty well over this type of instrumental. Who knew? Shamir going country. Shamir going just a little bit country. Yeah, Shamir's a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll. Just everything all at once. Digging it. We have Kurt Vial, new EP on the way, and a teaser from it featuring none other than John Prine. It is a beautiful folk ballad. They complement each other well on the track. Love it. Just really happy that Kurt was able to make this one happen with the great John Prine before he passed. So amazing, incredible, fantastic. We also have a new one from Gene Dawson. Starface is the name. Just liking this guy's combination of bedroom pop and indie rock and lo-fi and hip-hop. I mean, it's just a lot of things all at once. It's scuzzy, it's grimy, it's amateurish, heartening, and yeah, just continuing to like his vibe. I mean, out of everybody who's kind of in this bedroom poppy lane right now, he's easily one of my favorites. We also have a new one from Food House, Gupi Fraxiom. It's another hyperpop banger with some weird shit going on. Some zany out there vocals. Very catchy, very fun. A lot of good energy. And Dorian Electra has come through with a new one titled Edgelord with amazing, hilarious, mind-blowing lyrics and just very overwhelming production. And also a feature from none other than Rebecca Black. Yes, that Rebecca Black, the Rebecca Black, Friday Rebecca Black, where she has a bit of an auto-tuned verse on the song, and she ate it. Bitch, she ate that shit. It sounds good as fuck. And I'm just going to leave it at that. She ate that shit. All right, moving on. Clipping. New one from Clipping. It's a banger. It's got a great instrumental. Insane samples, a cricket sampled on this one. Some good vocal features as well. 96 Neve Campbell. Super excited for this new record. Super excited. And Chris Stapleton, starting over. Really awesome fusion of country and soul. Amazing vocal performance on this one. One of the best I think he's laid down to tape. And I don't know. I think I'll just leave it at that. Just pay attention to the vocals. They're fantastic. And again, the way he applies this kind of soul songwriting style to this country instrumental palette, it's just, like a duck in water, just working together. It's gelling. And I think that is going to be it. That has been the weekly track roundup, everyone. Hopefully you got some good recommendations out of this video. I will see you in the next one. Anthony Fantano, weekly tracks forever.